the province of Tangier, Tariq ibn Ziyad, the brave and loyal Berber commander and appointee of the governor of Ifriqiya, Musa ibn Nusayr, stood on the shore, contemplating the crashing waves of the sea. His eyes were fixed on the distant horizon, where the land of Al-Andalus loomed like an enigmatic dream. Land beyond this sea, what secrets do you hold? And what destiny awaits us there? It wasn't just Tariq's ambition that set events in motion. The conflicts for the Visigothic throne had reached their peak. In a dark palace, Julian, the governor of Ceuta, writes a letter with a trembling hand, saying to his advisor, "King Roderick usurped the throne and wronged my niece. I will not remain silent. I will seek help from the Muslims across the sea. They are a force to be reckoned with." Julian's letter reached Musa ibn Nusayr, who saw an opportunity in it. Musa ibn Nusayr, the venerable governor, sits in his council in Tangier. Tariq ibn Ziyad enters. Musa ibn Nusayr said, "Tariq, news has reached us from Al-Andalus. They seek our help against their tyrannical king. What is your opinion?" Tariq replied enthusiastically, "My lord governor, this is an opportunity Allah has granted us. It is a rich land and its people groan under oppression. I suggest we send a reconnaissance force first." Musa agreed and ordered Tariq to prepare a small force to cross the strait. The port of Tangier was bustling with activity. Berber and Arab soldiers gathered, carrying their weapons and armor. Small wooden ships were being readied for sail. A soldier wondered to his comrade, "Are we truly going to cross this fearsome sea to an unknown land?" Another soldier replied confidently, "With Tariq, nothing is impossible." In the year 711 AD, Tariq's ships set sail, carrying about 7,000 fighters, mostly Berbers. A small fleet of sailing ships made its way across the Strait of Gibraltar. Tariq stood at the prow of his ship, his hair caressed by the wind, his gaze fixed on the approaching European shore. Tariq shouted to his soldiers to boost their morale. "O soldiers of Islam, victory is but an hour's patience." Tariq and his army landed at a massive rocky mountain, later known by his name, Jabal Tariq. Soldiers disembarked from the ships onto the shore, raising their banners. The towering mountain loomed over them. Tariq pointed to the mountain and said, "This mountain will be our base and our starting point. Name it after me so history remembers." To cut off his soldiers' retreat and make them fight fiercely, Tariq made a bold decision. Flames engulfed the ships that carried them. The soldiers looked on in astonishment and shock. Tariq addressed them in a thunderous voice. "O people, where is the escape? The sea is behind you, and the enemy is before you, and by Allah you have nothing but truthfulness and patience. I have burned your ships." News of the Muslims' landing reached the Visigothic king Roderick, who was busy quelling a rebellion in the north. Roderick, in his royal tent, received the message from a panicked messenger. He became enraged and ordered a massive army to be assembled, saying, "A handful of Berbers dare to invade my kingdom. I will crush them. Assemble the army." Tariq began to advance into the Andalusian lands, achieving small victories and scouting the enemy's strength. Tariq's small army marched through green hills and rugged mountains in southern Spain. Local inhabitants watched them from a distance with caution and curiosity. A soldier said to his comrade, "A beautiful land, but its people seem frightened." Tariq overheard them and said, "Do not frighten the peaceful, nor transgress against the weak. We have come as liberators, not invaders." The two armies met near the Guadalete River. Roderick's army outnumbered Tariq's by 10 to 1. On the night before the battle, campfires were scattered. Tariq inspected his soldiers, boosting their morale, telling them, "Remember, Allah is with us, either victory or martyrdom. There is no third option. The sea is behind you, and the enemy is before you. In July 711, the battle erupted. The clash of swords, the neighing of horses, and thick dust filled the air. Visigothic knights charged. Muslim infantry held firm. Tariq fought at the forefront. Battle cries rose. Allahu Akbar! Santiago! Despite their numerical superiority, the Visigothic army began to collapse due to internal betrayals and the bravery of the Muslims. King Roderick fell from his horse, wounded. His soldiers fled in panic. A Muslim soldier shouted, "Their king has fallen! Victory is ours." After the decisive victory, the gates of Al-Andalus opened before Tariq. He advanced north, conquering major cities like Córdoba and Toledo, the Visigothic capital. Tariq and his army entered the city of Toledo. The inhabitants greeted them with mixed feelings of fear and hope. Tariq said to his aide, Mughith al-Rumi, "Treat its people with justice. Secure their churches and their property." A year later, Musa ibn Nusayr arrived with a larger army to complete the conquest. He met with Tariq. Musa ibn Nusayr and Tariq ibn Ziyad met on a wide plain. There was some hidden tension. Musa ibn Nusayr said, "Well done, Tariq. You have opened great doors for us." Tariq replied, "The credit goes to Allah and then to you, my Lord Governor." Musa and Tariq completed the conquest of most parts of the Iberian Peninsula. Although they were later recalled to Damascus, the spark of conquest ignited by Tariq ibn Ziyad was the beginning of the great civilization of Al-Andalus, which illuminated Europe for centuries. And from the distant past, Tariq's voice echoed, "The sea is behind you, and the enemy is before you."